Well, hello everybody, I'm MD Creekmore, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about my 10 favorite, most recommended prepping and homesteading books. As preppers, we tend to gather up a whole lot of books. I know I do anyways. I probably have 300 books right now. I've actually sold a lot of my books off, but I still have probably 300. I mean, I got to the point that just about every week I was ordering a new book. And I read about half of those books, to be honest about it. I'd like to read all of those books, but I read about half of those books. So the other half was a waste of money, actually. As preppers, we can gather too many books. And a lot of the books, the problem is not having too many books, it's having too many books that cover the same topics. You get a book on organic gardening. You buy another book on organic gardening. And a lot of the topics, subjects, and information overlap from book to book. I mean, one book about organic gardening might have a few more pointers than this other book had, but is it really worth the money to buy 8 or 10 books on organic gardening? Just like food storage. A lot of the food storage books are good. They have a lot of the same information included in all the books. It's kind of a repeat of information in each book. So there's not really any need to buy a whole bunch of books. And I'm not going to talk about my own books here. As you all know, I have my own books. I have 4 books out right now. You can go on Amazon.com. You can search MD Creekmore, and it'll come up with my books. You can go on there, and you can read the customer reviews of people that actually bought my books and see what they have to say about my books, and then decide if you want to buy them for yourself. I'm not going to toot my own horn here about my books. Like I said, go on there and do a search for my name and look at my books, look at the descriptions, and read the reviews of people that actually bought my books and what they have to say. So I'm going to talk about other books today, my 10 favorite, most recommended books. I'm going to try to get these books where they will cover different topics. Instead of overlapping, each book will cover an essential topic that you need to know in order to homestead successfully and prep successfully. And I'll include some medical books in there too, my top recommendations. And like I said, I don't want to recommend books that covers the same topics. So I'm going to recommend 10 books that I think everyone needs. This could be a good start for survival library, homesteading library, prepper library, whatever you want to call it. It'd be a good start you can expand on, or actually these 10 books should cover just about everything that you need to know, especially with my YouTube videos and things like that, and other YouTube videos and from other YouTubers on YouTube right now. You can find all kinds of information on YouTube, but having books, written books, I've always loved having written books because it's easy to go back and reference what you want to find, and no matter if the grid goes down, power goes out, EMP, cyber attack, whatever, you still have books. You can still open those books up, you can still read. When the internet goes down, you have nothing, you have those books. Another thing I have to mention is my Bulletproof Prepper, Bulletproof Survivor CD. That CD has thousands and thousands of pages of information on that CD. There's homesteading information, there's information on raising chickens, rabbits, there's information on building, there's information on security, tactics, weapons. Practically anything that you want to know about is on that CD. You could actually just buy that CD and then use a printer to print some of those books and reports and stuff off the CD to have in paper form. But anyway, I'm going to talk about just 10 recommended books. But first, I'm going to take you to my bookshelf, and I'll show you a few of my books I have now, and then we'll get to the top 10. Okay, here's my bookshelf. As you can see, I have quite a few books. This is actually the shelf that I built in the other video that I made. Those over there are CDs, instructional CDs and things like that. But you can tell I have a lot of books. For some reason I keep getting more. I've actually sold off a lot of my books. I have some more books outside in storage. These right here are my main books, or my favorite books, but I'm going to pick 10 of these books out that I think are essential. I think everyone should have. Okay, the first book on my must-have top 10 prepping and homesteading book list is the LDS Preparedness Manual. This manual covers everything you need to know about prepping and food storage. It's over 500 pages of information, and it has everything in it. It has about nuclear blast, surviving nuclear blast. It has quarantine your family from infections. It has everything. I mean, getting children involved in prepping, baby gear for the end of the world as we know it. I mean, there's everything in here. Different ways of filtering and purifying water, boiling, filtering, chlorine, treatments. I mean, there's keeping your water supply safe in camp. What about backcountry water? I mean, it has everything in here. Generators. That's my most recommended generator. You saw here a few days ago in my other video, my most recommended prepper gear items. And this book has everything. It has firearms defense. It has using expired medications, antibiotics, and antiviral medications. It has medical kits. It has about money, silver, and things like that. You know, it has communications. This book has everything. Bugging out kits. I mean, survival priorities, the rule of 3. Everything. I mean, it's a wonderful book and highly recommend it. I mean, if you're going to get one book, might get this one. It has about vacuum sealing, fats and oils, canned fluid milks and creams, storing dry milk, honey. It's a treasure trove of information. It's highly recommend it. If you're going to get one book for prepping, might get this one. My second book, my most recommended books list is The Backyard Homestead. This is an excellent book. It has excellent pictures inside. I mean, you can see the pictures, quality, color photos. I mean, it covers everything. It covers bees and honey. It covers raising chickens, rabbits, goats, building chicken coops, fruits and nuts and vegetables, gardening. I mean, everything. Pruning trees. Every kind of garden vegetable you want to grow. I mean, it has everything in it. You can see everything. Making sausage. I mean, canning. It's a treasure trove of information for homesteading, and it's geared for the small backyard homesteader, which I'm sure that most of us are. Most of us don't have 20 or 50 acres to homestead on. Most of us have a half acre, 3 acres, 5 acres, maybe 10. So this is an excellent book for all things backyard homesteading, growing, raising, providing for your family. And the third book I recommend is The Backyard Homestead Book of Kitchen Know-How. This book is all about cooking, preserving, and canning your produce and food. It has all kinds of information. It's a great book, great resource, and covers everything you need to know about food, canning, and taking care of your produce after you harvest it. Very good book, recommended. The fourth book I recommend is Where There Is No Doctor. This is a very good book, and it covers basic medical care in a situation where there is no doctors, of course. I mean, it's for people, missionaries, and it's for missionaries that are in primitive villages that's far away from medical help and supplies. It's bare bones medical information, and it has pretty much everything you need to know about a lot of different things and how to treat those in the primitive conditions. You can actually find this book online for free and download it for free. But like I said, having the paper version is even better. Where you have it where you can look at it when you need it. But it's a really good book and recommend it. But you might want to go online and look it up and look at it, the free PDF version of it you can download, and see if this book is for you. And if it is, and you can order this book from the links I'll put down in the description box below. And the fifth book, and my must-have, most recommended homesteading and prepping books is Where Women Have No Doctor. This one is like the other one I just talked about, but this one is specifically geared towards women and women's issues. It's a must-have because for your wives, daughters, sisters, mothers. It's really good information and recommend it. And I think you can also find this one free online too to download. So you can download these 2 books and check those out and see if they're for you. And the sixth book in my most recommended list is Prepper's Home Defense. It's a really good book about prep and security. It covers pretty much everything you need to know about keeping your home safe in a grid down situation. I mean, security planning, physical defense, perimeter defense, structural hardening, safe rooms, secure storage and hidden storage, firearms, other weapons, hand-to-hand combat, guard dogs, communications, mutual aid agreements, children's security, bugging out. And it covers all the topics you need to know about securing your home and defending your home once the grid goes down. And the 7th book I highly recommend is Light Infantry Tactics for Small Teams. This is a really good book, covers everything you need to know for small teams like 4- and 6-man teams. It has maneuvers, how to move, how to patrol. It has everything you need to know. It also this is also a good addition to this one. This book covers topics that this book doesn't cover, so they kind of complement each other. And my 8th most recommended book in my top 10 list is Hunt, Gather, Grow, Eat. It's a really good book, and I'll link to this book in the description box below on Amazon, but it covers everything you need to know about providing your own food. It's you have hunting, fishing, trapping, gathering, gardening, animal husbandry. It has pretty much everything you need to know about providing, growing, and hunting, securing your own food. This is good now for saving money, and it's also good post-collapse in a grid situation where you have to provide for yourself and your family. Good information. It's good information if you actually put it to use and actually study it and actually learn this stuff, not just read the book. Get out and actually do it. And number 9, The Modern Hunter-Gatherer, Practical Guide to Living Off the Land. This is another one of those books that is about, it has trapping in it, bushcraft. It's a trapping bushcraft type book, but it's all about providing your own food. Edible plants from nature's kitchen. It has fish traps, everything you need to know. How to tan hides, how to skin a squirrel. It's full information, how to set snares, deadfalls. It is full of practical information about how to gather your own food. This information is getting lost in today's modern society, and it will definitely help you provide for your family when the grid goes down. Plus, save money now. Like I said, if you do this stuff now, you learn. Plus, you save money. And money that you save, you can put on other preps. But it covers everything about living off the land. And my 10th and final most recommended book in my top 10 list is The Ultimate Bushcraft Survival Manual by Outdoor Life. I actually picked this book up at Tractor Supply. It was $29, and it covers everything about bushcraft you want to know. It has some really good drawings and diagrams. You can see. We can just turn it. You can see. This thing covers camping, building shelters, water filters, trapping, using axes and sharpening tools, using saws. It covers about everything you need to know about living off the land of bushcraft. This would be an excellent addition to your bugging out plans. Let's see. You can see the table of contents. You can see it or not. Table of contents. Covers about everything. Preparation, shelter, water, signaling, fire, plants, animals, cooking, tripods, bushcraft uses of fats, primitive skills, health and hygiene. I mean, it covers everything. Highly recommend it. It's a really good book. It's a really nice book. But anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed that video. And like I said, when you can get too many books, and I tried to keep these books in my top 10 that don't overlap. I have a lot of other books that are good, that I really like, that I won't take nothing for. But these are the top 10 that I recommend that especially new preppers get. If you're new to prepping, I suggest you get these top 10 first. Like I said, I have my own books that covers a lot of topics that I'm not going to recommend my own books here in this video. Like I said, you can go to Amazon and type in MD Creekmore in the search, and you can read the reviews of other people that's bought my books, see what they have to say. Okay? But anyway, that's my top 10 list of books I think every prepper should have. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed already, then please subscribe and click the bell notification icon to be notified each time that I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and happy reading.